Welcome back to Our Dream in the Woods. Today I'm cleaning out the holes that we drilled yesterday with the auger. I'm digging them down so they're 30 inches, and then I'm going to pour a base down in there to then put the sonotubes in on top of that for piers for the post for the sawmill shed or cover. So it's kind of like going to the gym, dirty, it's windy, but the soil's pretty cool. My dad was really excited when we drilled the holes for the sawmill base, because once you get down through the topsoil, it's kind of sandy, gravelly mixture of rocks and sand, and should be good drainage. We shouldn't have any problem with drainage around here with that kind of soil beneath us, at least here where the sawmill is. Who knows where it is in different parts of the property, but I just kind of base on the type of trees that grow. You know, really wet areas grow certain kind of trees, other kind of soils grow certain kind of trees, and this is all similar types of trees, so hopefully the soil is the same throughout, at least where we're building here on the property. So the soil, as you dig down, is so sandy that it's really hard to grab with a post hole digger. It just kind of falls apart, and you can kind of see that when we were using the auger. You try to pull that material up with the auger, but it was just sliding off the auger, and that's what I'm seeing here. I picked up a tip from Marty Johnson Off-Grid Living channel. Marty and Julie were doing a similar, they were digging out some holes that they had dug for their concrete piers for their, I think it's their covered deck, and she had a galvanized feed scoop, and so I picked up one of those, and it seems like it's working pretty good. That and putting a piece of plywood down is also a good tip off of that channel and episode that they had, so I appreciate it. I just met those guys recently, so appreciate the networking there, so, and what YouTube has to offer. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. You grab some, see how it just kind of flows right out of there. Not too good. I'm gonna look at one of these holes. I don't know if you can see in there. It's too dark, but just as sandy stuff that the post hole digger doesn't want to grab, so at least it's loose and I can get down there and dig it out. I'm going down to 30 inches. The base, I'm going to put 3 60-pound bags in each hole as the base. I don't know where I came up with that number, but it just seemed like quantity is sufficient. I got 21 bags of concrete in the back of the truck. We don't have water out here, but I strung every hose that I had from my sister-in-law's hydrant and got it out here, and then bought one more hose, so I'm at least have water to the property. After I get done cleaning each hole out, I tamped it down and then just sprayed it down with some water to compact it a little bit, just because the auger does churn things up down there. So get to it. Well, I've been working on the concrete bases and the piling holes. Of course, I put 3 bags in one hole and then decided that 4 bags looked better. So I had to go to Home Depot, get more concrete. That seems to be a concrete story as far as my experience goes, is I always go back for more. So anyway, I got 2 more holes to do. I'm going pretty good. I'm doing it the old-fashioned method. Old-fashioned method of just putting in a wheelbarrow, mixing it with a shovel, adding water. I don't know if there's, it seems like every time I do concrete I'm always guessing how much water to use, but it's kind of nice doing it by yourself because no one can judge you whether it's too thin or too thick. So, but this is kind of how the holes are turning out. With about 6 inches of concrete, and then I'm putting just 1 rebar. That's a 24-inch piece of rebar, and so about 6 inches of concrete, and then pounded down just a little bit to keep it. And so there's 18 inches or so of rebar sticking out to tie that sonotube into the base. So like it's been going pretty good. Just 2 more holes left to do. And that's what they look like before. Finally in the shade, so that's nice. It was kind of brutal in the direct sun, even though the temperatures aren't too bad. Anytime you're working in the direct sunlight, it gets hot. Well, that's a wrap for the day. Got all the holes put in with rebar, so the base of the pillars are done. They'll sit and cure. I'll be out here about 6-7 days, and hopefully put the rest of the piling up, get it to grade. That's the next project out here. So beautiful day. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. See what you thought about how I did it. I'm kind of mimicking this on the barn build, so if there's some tricks I'm missing, obviously a cement mixer or a hand or automated cement mixer is going to help, and we have one available, just wasn't available today. But what would you do different for the doing the foundation for the barn? Make sure you comment, and I'll appreciate that. And thanks for watching. Got some string lines up, and it does show how off some of the holes are.